Checking out this video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. He's talking about Tiffany Haddish saying that she don't like black men. What? Let's go and get into it.
It's a very interesting one. She started from the bottom, and now we are here. She's a recognizable figure, especially in black Hollywood. But despite all of her successes and achievements, Tiffany Haddish has struck out when it comes to getting a man in a serious relationship. The most notable relationship that we saw Tiffany Haddish in was with Chicago-based rapper Common. Now, if you know Common, he kinda is a mellow guy, doesn't have a lot of drama, but he typically picks ladies that are the opposite of him. If you can say Papoose is very similar with how he deals with Remy Ma or Clarissa Shields, they're complete opposites of his personality. When they got together, people were not necessarily shocked. Tiffany Haddish is very outspoken and Common is well reserved. But even Tiffany Haddish was too much for Common. It was so bad that he broke up with her over text message. And to make things worse, Common then fostered a relationship with Jennifer Hudson, a lady who is also from Chicago, and they're still going on strong. Tiffany Haddish, after the relationship, started spiraling out of control.
A concerned caller reported to the police a person was asleep behind the wheel of a car stopped in the middle of Beverly Drive. Beverly Hills police responded and arrested her and led her away in handcuffs. TMZ says she will be cited for DUI and released later today. Haddish was actually busted for DUI back in January of last year in Atlanta. Similar situation. She's supposed to go to trial December 4th for that.
And as you can hear there, not only did she get a DUI in Atlanta, she got one in Beverly Hills. But even before the breakup with Common, it always seemed like something was wrong with Tiffany Haddish's comedy.
I have never so much as cracked a smile when Tiffany Haddish comes up on my screen. Only thing I've cracked is my back while looking for the remote to change the. Personally, nothing about Tiffany Haddish has been funny because she's always pandered towards the white. She's always reminded me of those black comedians like King Batch or whatever his name, who actively seek validation from white laughs, you know, like bringing fried chicken to a red carpet event because you know that's feeding into the stereotype. Like, that's not funny, that's not charming, that is just literally you being a the thing that you are, okay?
This young lady hit it directly on the head. Not only did she not feel that Tiffany Haddish is funny, it's almost like Tiffany Haddish's comedy is catered towards white people. You're doing your best to be, I don't know, like the worst version of a black person just to appease whites. And this lady wasn't the only person that felt like that.
Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy. And then all of a sudden, divorced him. Then said he abused her. Then wrote a book. Then said he didn't. And then now we're at Brad Pitt.
He's right, you know.
Even Cat Williams felt very similar to the first person. It's like Tiffany Haddish will do anything for white people or white approval. And a lot of you guys can say that is selling out, and depending on who you talk to, it is. But there would be no problem for most people if she just didn't denigrate black men, right? Well, this happened.
Women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness. Every time you get pregnant, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart, and those stem cells will always stay with you, right? That is why any black man born in America, I can't with you. Most black men born outside of America and everything else.
So that's why we're going to Africa.
Why? Exactly.
Okay, girl.
Why, Tim?
Because I think my body is rejecting these American.
Damn.
Wow.
My body, my bloodline is like, no.
Wow.
No. And that's why I'm a little bit crazy.
So you need this nut.
Or a white dude.
So this clip has everybody mad right now. I mean, this was on Godfrey in the podcast, and they decided to clip this out. And of course, Tiffany Haddish is taking a shot at African-American men. And you must know that Tiffany Haddish is half Eritrean and half African-American. So brothers in the comment section did not appreciate this at all. My brother Booker Alpharonomy says, come on, baby girl. You're not on anybody's list. Janet Matthew. Jahaha, the shade, she's heartbroken. Derek Winning. Those stem cells are exactly why she's not funny.
Got him!
Wow.
Logs Williams, she will never get over Common. Kiana Shanti's views. It's embarrassing that we talk about each other out loud like this. This person, wasn't she messing with children inappropriately? Earth Angel says, girl, focus on being funny. Comedy by Ture says, it's never you.
Damn.
Now, it's interesting because Tiffany Haddish herself had a very loving and caring mate in Common. And when she had the opportunity to talk about marriage with Common, I'm pretty sure you guys remember this.
So Tiffany Haddish wants Common to buy her apartment building instead of engagement ring. I don't want carrots, I want units. Listen, baby girl, let me just explain something to you. That's not how it works. At the end of the day, you get the engagement ring. Then you get your wedding ring if it makes it to a marriage. And then after that, baby girl, maybe for a gift, you can go ahead and get yourself some units. Do y'all feel like Tiffany Haddish is doing too much? Like, how do you ask for units before we're even married? I'm gone.
So in order for Common to marry her, what you gotta do is, you need to give me an apartment complex, brother. That's right. If you want to get with me, I need a apartment complex. Yeah. And then that will be like you trying to be with me for real. Understand what I'm saying?
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f*** you think you is?
Now, here's what I don't like about Tiffany Haddish and saying that black men in America, if they're born here, you need a black man from
Hit the thumbs up button, guys. We're watching O'Shea Deuce Jackson. Let's continue on. I'm gonna come back to my reaction.
someplace else. And it's interesting because just the other day, some lady said the same thing on social media.
It wasn't until I dated my first African man that I realized what it felt like to have a man that's in control of like every situation, like not in a bad way, but just like in a leadership way. Like they come with a lot of authority and a lot of like confidence that allows you to kind of like turn your brain off because your man got it. Like he'll tell you what time to be there. He might even tell you to like dress nice, what to wear, not what to wear, but like, you know, like he just handles things. And I didn't get that experience with African American men. Like y'all gonna want to fight me and tussle, but I said what I said.
All of a sudden, black men from America are the problem. And don't get me wrong, like that could be the case in some instances. But one thing that we do know is that after Common moved on away from you, it was you destroying your life. You were the one saying that you needed help, that you were crashing out. Now it's all black men from America is the issue. And now you want to go back to Africa and get you a man. Well, let me just put it to you like this. I live on the continent of Africa, and shout out to the African brothers who are out here. It's a lot of brothers doing very well. However, a woman who behaves and acts like Tiffany Haddish, no guy who is doing very well on the continent of Africa has any time to put up with somebody like Tiffany Haddish. I mean, it's just really the truth. I don't know why women feel like, you know, American men are just so bad, or, you know, they're going to go someplace else and get somebody. Well, the guys who are already doing very well, and I'm pretty sure that Tiffany Haddish would be interested in a man doing very well. They don't have to deal with somebody who's broken like Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
They will just stay in their own culture or their own community and find a lady that is well behaved and fits the culture and spend a lot less money, a lot less time, and then let Tiffany Haddish go back to the streets and just self-deteriorate based on her own bad decisions. And I keep hearing that, like, oh, you know, we got to go back to Africa and get us a man. But do you know what really happens? This is what happens. They come over here, they get a dude, they end up getting them cheeks clapped, but they end up paying for it. And that's the step that Tiffany Haddish is at. You're going to be paying for it, boo. Like, you got to understand, if you're in America and you've already had opportunities with men already there, and you've dropped that opportunity, how come you can't look at yourself and be an adult and say, maybe it was me some of the times. Maybe I did X, Y, and Z incorrectly. And that is why the problem is what it is. This is what we're talking about. Or, you know, I can do something different. Nope, it's always somebody else's fault. And it won't matter if you go get a white man and stop the show. Tiffany Haddish is always trying to get a white man, an Israelite man, a Jewish man. Here's the issue. I don't see any of them checking for her, because at the end of that clip, she did say, a white man. Do you think a white man want to deal with you, boo? You've been in Hollywood. You know white men, you know Jewish men. Why is nobody checking for Tiffany Haddish? Because they don't have time for that. If you have problems, those men don't have that kind of time, boo. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yall Duke Jackson back at it again.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember she. It's funny. Godfrey even gave her a weird look when she said that. Like, I'll take an African man, any other man, but any a Black American man or a white man. She want that white man. She really want a white Jewish man because that's status. Black people in America think that having somebody white on their shoulder, man or woman, we think that's status for some reason. That slavery stuff is still in our brain. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing too. I can't think of no other race of woman in America, not even the world, but in America, that publicly bash their own men like black women. I've heard Tiffany Haddish say something like this. I've heard what's old girl from she always plays the mamas, Jennifer, I forgot her name, but she always plays the mom. Um I forgot her name. I forgot her name now. Dang it, that's gonna kill me. Jennifer Lewis, Leslie Jones, Tiffany Haddish, um, Lonnie Love. I can name so many sisters that go on in public, in media, and it's black men ain't it. Y'all ain't it. Y'all black American men just ain't got it. Y'all ain't. What other race of people on this planet, Asian, white, Mexican, goes on television, movies, and media talk shows and publicly their own bash their own men. You know what I'm saying? Like bash their own men. Tiffany, and here's the thing about Tiffany Haddish. She's not the only one that do that. Women do that every day. We don't get no respect from our own women. That's why I remember O'Shea Duke Jackson. That's why I like to watch his YouTube channel. He said in another video, how do you expect a race of people to survive when the women of that race don't even respect the males of that race? There's no way we're going to be around in 100 years. Our women run into everybody else but us. She talking about, I want me a white man, I want me an Asian man. She talking, there's so many women that think like her. Sisters think just like how, here's the sad part. Here's the sad part. Yeah, and then she act too crazy. I can see that her acting like that, acting like a little kid. I can see that getting annoying in the comment. Comment probably get annoyed with that. Comments like and then she say, see, look how Godfrey looked at her like a white dude. Come on now. I remember I watched that episode on Godfrey We Trust, and when she said that, when she dropped that, I get with a white dude. And Godfrey was like, really? You know what I'm saying? His face went left. But here's the thing with Sisters in America. What the problem is. Sisters in America choose the wrong men. Because all in all, women do the picking. Women choose the men. Women choose the guy. I can't make anything happen with you in a relationship or sexually unless you agree to do it. Women have the last say so. They do the picking. That's why we approach women, or that's why we get dressed and go out. And a lot of times we wait to get choosing signals. We waiting to get chose. That's why you hear brothers always say, I want to get chose or getting chose. The women do the choosing. So if women choose, it's what you're choosing that is not working out. Women in America, black women in America especially, choose the wrong black men. It's so many good black men out here that would be good fathers, husbands, and would build with a woman, with a sister, faithful. But these sisters walk right past these brothers every day, scratching their head. And then these brothers may not wear the flies. See, the thing about sisters is they look at aesthetics. That's it. What kind of shoes he got on? Is he well manicured? Granted, you supposed to be attracted to the person that you're trying to get with, because that's what it is. We're human beings. It's the initial attraction. But the thing with sisters, they don't look beyond that. Okay, he's attractive, but what else? You know, what else? How is his personality? Is he good to his mom? How is he with his other kids? Does he have a lot of baby mamas? Is he on drugs? Has he ever been to jail? Is there mental issues? They don't look at that. They looking at swag. Is he dressed nice? And is he tall? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all he got to have. Those three. And then they get with these guys, and then they find out, oh damn, he got all these baby mamas, and he abusive, and he drink, he running the streets. Cause all you didn't take time to look at anything else but the three things: swag, can he dress nice, and is he tall, and do he got paper? That's it. You didn't look at what kind of person he is. That's the things you got to look, the qualities as him as a man. You got to look at deep besides the visual, because that's what's going to take you over. And those are things you got to look for to have a long lasting relationships. The things that are on the inside. Because beauty going to eventually fade. Those clothes ain't going to look so fly on him in 10 years when he got a gut. You see what I'm saying? So it's like sisters don't know how to pick. Sisters, that's what the problem is. Sisters have no clue on what a good black man is in America. And then they choose the wrong ones and then turn around and y'all ain't shit. But no, maybe you chose the one, you kept choosing them. That's like me going to a car lot. I've said this analogy before. That's like me going to a car lot and saying, I need a car. Okay, well, man, we have a bunch of, well, I said, ma'am, sir, we have a bunch of brand new 2023s, Hondas, 2024, 2025. They ain't even not even out. 2026, 2026 not even out yet. We have all these, we got used cars that are 3 years old. Oh no, give me the Pinto in the back. Give me that 1981 Pinto. No, ma'am, I don't know. That might not be the car you want, sir. That might not be the car you want. Oh no, give me that Pinto. You know, so they give me the Pinto, and then 2 weeks later, I'm coming back. The Pinto broke down. This piece of shit ass Pinto. Give me another Pinto. Man, we got brand new cars right in the front. You keep passing over the brand new cars, sir. Passing over the brand new. I keep saying, ma'am, but I'm just saying from a female analogy. You get all these good cars right in front of you. You walking right past them, keep going to the goddamn Pinto. I don't care. Give me another Pinto. So they give me another Pinto, and of course, a week later, the Pinto breaks down. Then I come back in there and get the Pinto back. I don't want no car no more. All cars ain't shit. You don't walk past all these good cars right here, right in front of your face. But you like the Pinto because it had a nice paint job. It had a nice interior. But the man telling you this raggedy, that's what I get from sisters. They walk right past the good men and go for the bad ones. Then once it don't work out, then we all ain't shit. None of us can work. None of us are any good. Yeah, that's not fair. Anyway, man, what y'all think about this video? Leave your comments and subscribe to Charles and Ezra. Thumbs up, man.